Good afternoon. Thank you for joining me for Brian's post-game sports live. Well, as you can tell by the subheading, the Los Angeles Lakers beat the Chicago Bulls by the final score of 142 to 130. The Lakers won by 12 points. Just in case you missed the first, second, third, and fourth, here's what happened. In the first quarter, it was tied up 26 to 26. In the second quarter, it was 36 to 41. The Lakers had a 5 point lead. Then, all the way in the third quarter, it was the same thing, 36 to 41. The Lakers led by five. Then, in the fourth quarter, it was 34-32. The Lakers led by 2 points, which led to the final score being 142 to 130. Here were the leading scorers and rebounders and assists for the Chicago Bulls. The leading scorer for the Chicago Bulls was Josh Giddey, who scored a game high 27 points. He was 10 of 17 from the field, 1 and 2 from the free throw line. The leading rebounder, Leonard Miller, had 9 rebounds, 6 defensive rebounds, 3 offensive rebounds. Leading assist, Josh Giddey. He had 15 assists and 6 turnovers. On the Lakers side, the leading scorer for the Los Angeles Lakers was Luka Doncic, who scored a game-high 51 points. He was 7 of 31 from the field, 8 of 9 from the free throw line. Leading rebounder, Luka Doncic. He had 10 rebounds, 10 defensive rebounds. Leading assist, Luka Doncic had 9 assists and one turnover. Here's some of the team stats from the game. From field goal, the Chicago Bulls were 51 of 95 from field goal. The Los Angeles Lakers, from field goals, they were 55 and 99. Field goal percentage, the Chicago Bulls are 53.7 field goals. Field goals for the Lakers, field goal percentage on the Lakers, 55.6. Three-pointers, the Chicago Bulls were 15 of 36 from three-point range. Three-point range from the Lakers, they were 17 of 36. Three-point percentage, the Chicago Bulls are 41.7. The Lakers from three-point percentage are 47.2. Free throws, Chicago Bulls shot from the free throw line 13 of 16. The Lakers from the free throw line were 15 of 21. Free throw percentage, the Chicago Bulls were 81.3 from free throw percentage. Free throw percentage from the Lakers, 71.4. Total rebounds, both teams having 41 each rebounds, each having 41 in total rebounds. Offensive rebounds, the Lakers had more offensive rebounds than Chicago. Chicago had 12 offensive rebounds. The Lakers had 14. Defensive rebounds, Chicago Bulls had more defensive rebounds than the Lakers. On the defensive rebounding, Chicago Bulls had 29. The Lakers had 27. Assists, Chicago had more assists than the Lakers. Chicago had 34 assists. The Lakers had 31. Blocks, Lakers had one more block than Chicago. Chicago had 3 blocks. The Lakers had 4 blocks. Steals, Chicago has 7 steals, less than the Lakers. The Lakers in steals had 9. Turnovers, Chicago had more turnovers than the Lakers. Chicago had 15 turnovers. The Lakers had 9. Points off of turnovers, Chicago had one more than the Lakers. Chicago had 18 points off of turnovers. The Lakers had 17 points off of turnovers. Fast break points, Chicago had more fast break points than the Lakers. Chicago Bulls had 24 fast break points. The Lakers in fast break points only had 13. Points in the paint, Lakers had more points in the paint than Chicago. Chicago has 66 points in the paint. The Lakers had 72 points in the paint. Points per possession, Chicago had 1.23 points per possession. Points per possession for the Lakers, 1.36 points per possession. Personal fouls, Chicago had 18 personal fouls. The Lakers had 15. Lead changes, Chicago had 7 lead changes. The Lakers had 22. So as you can see by the team stats, there were some stats the Lakers led in, and there were some stats the Chicago Bulls led in. So the Chicago Bulls did not do all that bad. They only lost by 12 points. Now, I know you're saying Laker fan, I know you're saying Chicago Bulls fans, Brian, they lost by 12 points. How in the world is that good, Brian? How is that good? They still lost by 12. You're saying, are you okay up there, Brian? Yes, Brian's okay. 12 points is still good because they still competed. They still showed max effort and max play. With that win, the Lakers are fourth in the West with a record of 41-25. Chicago is 12th in the East with a record of 27-39. So they have 27 wins and 39 losses. Lakers have 41 wins and 25 losses. Yes, I know, Chicago. You were hoping more from the Chicago Bulls. You were hoping playoff and you were hoping to go further in the playoffs. Granted, we all have expectations for our team. I'm a Lakers fan and I have expectations for the Lakers of winning the championship again. But like I always say, it takes time. It takes time for a team to build winning habits. And believe me, the Chicago Bulls will do that. I appreciate you guys for listening in and staying tuned to Brian's Post Game Sports Live. I know it was long as usual, but I truly do thank you guys for staying tuned. If you haven't already yet, please subscribe and please leave a thumbs up on the video. Until we meet again next time, bye.